Have you ever stood by a window at night, staring at the city lights below, and wondered what life would feel like if your biggest dream finally came true? If all the hard work, all the pain, all the late nights turned into something you could touch, something you could call your own. Now imagine this. Taehyung, the boy from Daegu who once questioned whether his voice was good enough, the boy who stood quietly in the shadows during trainee days, now wakes up in a home so breathtaking it looks like a scene from a movie. A penthouse high above Seoul, where the clouds feel close enough to touch, and the noise of the city feels 1,000 miles away. Army, today I want to take you on a journey inside the story of Taehyung's new penthouse. But let me tell you this now. It's not just about walls and windows or chandeliers and marble. It's about dreams. It's about love. It's about everything he has given us, and everything he finally deserves. Before we dive deeper, let me ask you something. If you had the chance to step through the front door of Taehyung's home, to see what he sees, to feel what he feels, what would your heart do? Would it burst with pride? Would it ache with emotion? Would it whisper, "He finally has the peace he always deserved"? And if you believe that this journey matters, make sure you subscribe, because here we don't just share stories about BTS. We live them, we feel them, and we celebrate them together. So let's walk inside, shall we? The penthouse sits in one of the most prestigious neighborhoods of Seoul. Not just any apartment. This is a place designed for the untouchable few. In South Korea, luxury isn't just measured by price tags. It's measured by privacy, by status, by the kind of security that keeps the world away. Taehyung's new home is more than a building. It's a fortress. Private elevators, hidden entrances, underground parking. It's built to keep the noise of fame outside, while offering the calm of peace inside. And once you step in, the first thing that greets you is light. Golden sunlight, pouring in through floor-to-ceiling windows that stretch across the horizon. The Han River flows quietly below like a silver ribbon, and the city looks small, almost fragile, from this height. For a moment you forget the world. For a moment you breathe differently. Can you imagine him standing there, Army? His soft smile, his thoughtful eyes, his silhouette framed against the sky. Doesn't it feel like poetry come alive? Every detail of this penthouse seems to carry his soul. The living room is warm, minimal, not loud, just like Taehyung himself. Earth tones, calm lines, and elegance that whispers instead of shouts. There's a piano, sitting silently, waiting for his fingers to bring it to life. Perhaps late at night he hums a tune, pressing the keys gently, creating the kind of melodies that one day we will cry to, smile to, or heal to. On the walls, art. But not flashy, expensive pieces meant to impress strangers. These are pieces chosen with heart. Art that tells a story, art that feels alive, art that mirrors his love for creativity. And then, the rooftop garden. Yes, a secret garden in the sky. Flowers, small trees, a corner where he can sit and watch the stars. Can't you picture him there? Tea in his hand, wind in his hair, gazing into the night sky, finding peace in the silence. Isn't that exactly the kind of moment we've always wished for him? But let me tell you something. This home isn't just about beauty. It's about meaning. For some, luxury is about money. For Taehyung, it's about healing. This isn't just a place to sleep. This is a sanctuary where he can rest after years of giving his soul to the world. Think about it, Army. How many nights did he spend away from family? How many mornings did he wake up exhausted, still smiling for us? How many times did he hold back tears, just so he could be strong on stage? This home tells him, you deserve peace. You deserve comfort. You deserve to be loved not just by millions but by the walls around you too. When fans first heard about the penthouse, the reactions weren't envy. They were love. One Army tweeted, "It feels like my own brother just bought his first home. I'm so proud of him." Another wrote, "He gave us so much, now he finally has something that gives back to him." And one of the most beautiful messages I read said, "Seeing Taehyung achieve this makes me believe I can achieve my dream too." Isn't that what BTS has always given us? Not just songs but hope. Not just concerts but comfort. Not just idols but role models who prove that the impossible can be possible. And Taehyung's Penthouse. It's hope in physical form. A reminder that if he can rise from a small town to the highest tower, then so can you. Let's pause here for a moment and talk about penthouses in Korea. Do you know why they matter so much? In a country where most people live in small apartments, a penthouse is more than space. It's a symbol. Means you've reached the very top. Literally and socially. Means freedom. No noise above you, no one watching from higher floors. Just the sky, the city below, and your own world. And isn't that poetic? Taehyung, who once stood in the background during debut stages, almost hidden, now lives at the very top. The boy who was once overlooked now stands where no one can overshadow him. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine him sitting by the window, sketchbook in his lap, pen in hand, maybe writing lyrics. Maybe just doodling, maybe writing down thoughts that one day will become verses we sing together. The city glitters below, but he's lost in his own universe. No cameras, no schedules, no noise. Just Taehyung. Just a young man who has finally found a space to be himself. And here's the truth. That's the greatest luxury of all. Not the price of the chandelier, not the size of the living room, but the freedom to be human. I know some of you are probably wondering, what kind of music will be born inside these walls? What kind of songs will echo through that penthouse, flowing from his heart into the world? Maybe his next solo masterpiece, maybe the next BTS anthem, maybe the kind of melody that makes you cry at 2 a.m. because it feels like he's singing just for you. And when that happens, remember this. Remember that it was created in the silence, in the peace, in the beauty of a home that finally gives him the space to dream. But let's not forget the journey. This didn't appear overnight. This home stands on years of sacrifice, of sleepless nights, of fears that he might not be good enough. It stands on the tears he shed quietly, on the dreams he never gave up on the love of millions of armies who believed in him when he doubted himself. And maybe that's why this penthouse feels so emotional to us. 'Cause it's not just his, it's ours. Every time we streamed his songs, every time we lifted our light sticks, every time we whispered, "You can do it, Taehyung." We built this moment with him. So what does this home mean for you, ARMY? Is it just another celebrity buying another property? Or is it proof that your own dreams, no matter how far away they feel, are waiting for you too? Because when I see Taehyung standing by those tall windows, smiling softly, I don't just see luxury. I see a message that says, if he can do it, so can you. And that's the story I want you to hold on to. Picture it, Taehyung standing tall against the glass, the city sparkling beneath his feet. He breathes deeply, a calm smile on his face. The boy from Daegu who once felt small now lives in a place that touches the sky. And in that moment he knows he made it. And so will you. ARMY, if this story touched your heart, if it made you feel closer to Taehyung, make sure you subscribe because here we celebrate not just BTS, but the power of dreams. And I'll leave you with this. Every time you see Taehyung's penthouse, don't just see walls and windows. See the journey. See the sacrifice. See the proof that dreams do come true. And maybe, just maybe, see a little piece of your own future shining in those windows too. Borahi ARMY. Always.